All right, guys, when you start this assignment, you're probably going to end up with, you're going to start with some kind of code like you see right here. Now, I like mine formatted a little bit different. You can see at the very top we have our doc type HTML, which is just this tag up here at the top, this script up here at the top. It's just saying, hey, we're going to be using HTML5. There are other versions of HTML, like HTML4, of course, and down on to 1.1 XHTML stuff. But of course, here we're using the latest version, and I'm not sure that they plan on doing any updates to HTML code, but HTML version or I don't know, part 5 or something like that. But in any case, this is what we need at the top of all of our assignments, pretty much, at least when we're making a web page. Now below that you can see I have a space here on line 2, just a break showing, oh, we have this tag, it kind of stands alone. Then I'm starting my HTML code, which starts on line 3, and you can see the way it's indented down here. If you follow along, you can see that line 11 is on the same indentation line or orientation as line 3. And that's because you can see right here it's the close of the HTML tag, and we know it's the close because of the slash. And you can also see that's the case with the other tags like the head tag. Then you have slash head, which indicates, oh, that is the close or end of the head tag. Same with the body tag. On line 8 it starts, on line 10 it ends, and we know it ends because of that slash right there. So on line 5, why are these on the same line? I actually don't like them that way. Usually what I'll do is something like this, just so I can see the beginning and end on the same line or an indentation orientation. Now your assignment is not going to say name of web page. It'll probably say hello world, which is usually the name of each web page when you start. Now that's a tradition, and I'm cautious of traditions that I don't know about, which is why I'm using different wording right here. But you'll probably have to have that on your assignment if you want credit. Now the head tag is the metadata of your web page. Okay, so it's kind of like information about the page. So like right here, right, we have a title, which is information about the page. What is it? It's the name of the web page. So right here, just the way that I have this, if I were to open this up, so if I go to my files and open this up, you don't have to do this, of course, but right here at the top you can see it says name of your web page, which is exactly what I have. Sorry, that's my color picker, but that's exactly what I have as the name of my web page. Yours, again, will probably say something like hello world or something to that effect. And that's what the title is for. That is going to be at the very top of your web browser, showing the name of the page, which it usually should be. It should have some kind of relationship to what you are displaying on the page. And since this is pretty much our first web page, I could have said my first web page or something like that, but name of your web page will be fine. So the head contains all of your metadata, which would also include things like styles, base, link, meta, script, no script, things like this, these types of tags, which we're not ready to use yet in this class, but if you know how to use them, of course, feel free to do so. Now below that, we're going to go down to the body, which is where, of course, we're going to, I don't know, it's where the information on your page is going to be. If you want something displayed, it has to be in the body. Pictures, text, animations, other links to websites, things like this, they should be in the body because, again, it's not information about the website. It actually is your web page. So that's what the body is. And in this assignment, it's going to force us to write some specific words for our first, in this case, level 1 heading tag. Now you notice as soon as I put that closing angle bracket right there, it automatically put that closing of level 1 heading tag for me. Now you can keep this on the same line, but like I said, this is just a Mr. Sal thing. I like some space to work in, and notice it also indented that next line for me so that it's pretty much saying, hey, I'm going to make sure to help you to do your best to make sure that this is formatted properly. And again, the reason why it's doing that is because in the future when we do any other assignments when we have, 100 lines of code. It's a lot easier to find that code if we have good, proper coding etiquette, technique, and formatting. So what are we going to put in here? Now, what they really want you to do is just say, hello, World Wide Web, but I don't like that. I don't like people telling me what I can and can't do. And so I'm a little belligerent in that way. I'm kind of an iconoclast, if you will. But I'm gonna do this because, again, I don't like being told exactly what to do. I'd like to have some creativity and some freedom here, but in order to get the credit, we're going to have to change that just a little bit. So I am being forced against my will to say hello, World Wide Web, exclamation point. Now that's all you really need. This part right here is all you really need for credit. Like I say, I prefer to be a little bit more creative and say, I have to do it, but if I have to do it, I'm going to tell you that I'm being forced to do it. And then you should reload this. Of course, I can't do it because I'm not using the same program. But if I go into my files and just open this file up, you can now see at the very top, name of my page, and then it's displaying the text. I'm being forced against my will to say hello, World Wide Web. So that's all we really need for this assignment. Okay, so this is the code. We've kind of explained a little bit about some of the code that we've used. And by the way, it's for those of you that are interested, there's 6 different levels to our headings. So right here you can see it's H1, which is a level 1 heading tag. But if you wanted to, you could do like let's say H3, H4, H5. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to stick with H3 on this. And again, I like the space there and say, this is a level 3 heading. And so we can see what that's going to look like. So I go back to my files. For me, I got to go back to my files, open this up. And then you can kind of see the difference between the two heading styles. Okay, so we got a level 1 heading right here, which we know was displayed before. But then we can see the difference with the text that I wrote. This is a level 3 heading. And so we can make the comparison right there, which means also that if you were to do an H2 level 2 heading tag instead, of course, that would also change the format. So, by the way, if you were to put this level 3 heading into the assignment, you'll still get credit, but you have to have a level 1 heading with the words somewhere in there that you're seeing now highlighted. Okay? All right, thanks for watching.